What is up? It's Mikey, and as you can see from my garage, we have new vehicles for GTA Online, the business update. It's officially out. You guys can download it, and what we get is 4 new vehicles. We get clothing, all kinds of stuff, but in this video we're gonna focus on the 4 new vehicles. So first up is the Vestra. This is an aircraft, and I was slightly disappointed by it. Basically, if you have the stunt plane, just imagine a jet-powered stunt plane. It seats 2 people, and it's almost $1 million bucks. But in my opinion, if you're gonna get an aircraft, why not just splurge and save a little bit more and get the buzzard, the attack chopper. At least you have a way to defend yourself. It's a fun little aircraft. I will say one of the cool things about this plane, you could see at the very beginning, you can have a very short runway. You can take off almost immediately. So that is a cool thing. Very lightweight jet. Alright, but most of you are interested in just the vehicles, so let's get into the pricing. Right here on the website you can see the Albany Alpha is $150K, very reasonable. The Dinka Jester, $240K, and the Grotti Turismo R GTR, $500K. So first up, let's get into the Albany Alpha right here. It is considered a sports class, and like we've seen in the previous video, not too many customizations. Again, all these cars are free in story mode, but if you want to bring them into GTA Online, that's going to cost you. So as far as the exhaust goes, we do get 2 options really, the dual shot exhaust and the 20 clips. And I ended up just going with the stock exhaust because it's sort of the way it fits in that bumper. It just actually looks better than the custom exhaust, at least in my opinion. As far as the hood goes, you get 2 options, and I still feel like these really kind of don't make sense for this type of car, but I did end up going with the triple vent hood. As far as the skirts go, you only get 1 option, and there are 4 more options. For the wing, you can sort of get a carbon fiber wing, although it doesn't seem to really make sense on this body style, so I just went with the little subtle wing here, the mid-level spoiler. As far as the secondary paint job goes, if you do not get any body mods, no spoiler, no skirts or anything, all you're going to be changing is the rear bumper and that little bottom half. So you kind of sort of have to gain any benefit from the secondary color, you do need to sort of get the body mods there. And here it is, all said and done. It's a cool car. It only seats 2 people. So really this is for someone who's sort of like a big Cadillac fan, I would think. Not a bad car, not an ugly car, but hey, not for me. If you're going to have a 2-seater, I think there's better choices. So next up, the Dinka Jester. This is based off the NSX. Some of you old school GTA fans, you guys know before it was based off the Supra, but this is a nice replacement. It really is. I did want to show you guys that tail lights are really cool. It's a nice car. So first up, we do get quite a few options with the bumper splitter with canards. You can get a carbon splitter with canards, and both of them look really good if you want to go with the solid color look. But as far as the rear goes, you can have 2 choices, a painted rear diffuser and a carbon rear diffuser. And just like the previous car with the Albany Alpha, I think that the stock exhaust actually looks better. It fits that rear bumper a lot better, but hey, that's just my opinion. And one of my favorite mods, I always like the cars that have the roll cages. For just $200 more, you can get the roll cage with race modifications that adds the louvers all over the place. Very cool. You see that roof duct. It adds the rear quarter panel air ducts. Love this modification. Now you can modify the roof. You have the rear louvers, but why would you do that? Why would you cover your beautiful engine and roll cage? But that option is there for you. Side skirts, really cool. You can get with the painted or carbon fiber, and they both look really nice. So again, lots of options. So yeah, we didn't get the Supra. A lot of you guys wanted the Supra. I wanted it, but this is a nice replacement here. Next up is the wings. Nice options, and I believe the biggest wing in the game. That wing, the GT wing, very big, but it sort of makes sense with all these racing mods. It looks like it's something that you would see in a real life version. As far as paint jobs go, the secondary, you can color that inside part of the front bumper, the hood, and the roof. So you really can make this car your own. In the end, I decided to do the matte finish with the pearlescent. If you guys don't know how to do that glitch, I have a link down below. And a really nice car. So if you're gonna get a 2-seater, you might as well get this one over the Alpha. So much more you can do with it. Beautiful car, great handling. And finally, the GTR, the Grotti Turismo R supercar. And as I said in my previous video, there really is not much you can do to make this car your own. It's a beautiful car on its own, but there aren't any body mods and things like that compared to something like the Corvette wannabe, the Coquette. So let's start with the mods. First up is the exhaust. I ended up going with race exhaust. It's actually, considering this is a supercar, $3,000 for exhaust, pretty cheap. And when you do the secondary color, not too much, but you see the logo there. So if you go with the bright color, it might be hard to see the logo if that's what you care about. The darker colors really seem to bring out the Turismo R there. Now the stock roof is carbon, but if you want to, you can go with the painted roof. And not too many choices in the wings, just do choices. I ended up going with a GT wing, a little bit bigger, seems to fit the body style better. And by the way, we have new horns, 5 new horns. They're really cool. I'm gonna shut up and let you guys listen to those. And here it is, all said and done. Like I said, painted roof there. I ended up going with the matte lime and then the pearlescent yellow. Alright, so I did some braces with this car earlier, and it feels like a cross between the Coquette and the Entity XF. It's kind of floaty at high speeds. It kind of wants to fishtail. Not really the best handling car, best handling supercar. I think that would be the Entity XF. If all you care is about racing and functionality and having the best handling and winning your races, then you're probably going to want to stick with the Entity. But the GTR, it's a beautiful car. It looks really cool. It's slightly better than the Coquette, but it doesn't have as many modifications. So I think in the end, I'm probably going to end up selling this car and just keep my Entity, keep my Coquette. I have one of those. And I really don't need 3 supercars. But what do you guys think? Out of these 3, what is your favorite? But if all you care about is looks, it is a good car and it is possible to win races. It's not a bad car by any means. And I was goofing around earlier. You could see I broke off the hood there. And yeah, the engine's pretty detailed. So there you go. All this stuff is going to cost you a pretty penny if you want all of the cars, the mods, the new clothes. So if you don't feel like grinding or glitching or any of that stuff, you can buy a cash card. So if you want to win a $20 Amazon code, all you got to do is click that Twitter link down below. I have information how you can do that quick and easy. Please take 3 seconds to rate the video, and I'll see you guys next time. And we got another vehicle spotlight for you, GTA Online. This time it's the Benefactor Schwarzer. Now in the GTA universe, Benefactor is sort of the Mercedes-Benz, and you could tell right away the front end looks to be based off the 2010 Mercedes AMG. AMG being sort of the super sports edition of Mercedes. And so the headlights look very much like the real life version, and it's got a great design, nice exhaust. And looking on the side, you can see the V12, just like the real